Hey everyone, welcome back. Thought I would do a new update video because 1.5 is out. Um, now I've been trying to like space out the update videos to make sure it's like bigger important ones. I know I just did 1.4.1, which was the very previous update to this one, but this update is kind of a big deal, and it's also probably the biggest update so far. Um, and this holds relevance to not just Zera Other Worlds, but also Zera Awaken. And it's just kind of a big deal in general, at least in my opinion, kind of a milestone if you've been following, the game's progress, especially from like way back when it was, Spyro Awaken even. Because if you've noticed, we've never had enemies in the levels. We've had, as of the Holiday Adventure demo 2018 with Zera, we did have Snappy. He's also, shows up in other levels like Gaia's Castle, for instance, in this demo. But we never actually just had enemies at the level to contend with and to sort of fight off, and I don't know. It just hasn't really come together up until this point. But it did very quickly over the past few weeks. I've been teasing on Twitter and on Discord, and it's finally here. And this update is out now as of probably actually a couple hours before you're watching this video, or before this video releases. So yeah, if you want to go check out all these new changes, and I am actually going to walk around here and show you guys, there's more than just that's changed. But yeah, you can go ahead and check out the download link in the description. Still should be the same download link, but now it's just been updated to 1.5 version of the file. Yeah, there's been a number of changes. I'm sure just from walking over here, you might have noticed that there's, at least if you played the other versions, there's some relics over here that weren't here before. So the relic total and the reality cog total has been increased from 804 to 1005 respectively, for the level. So there's a few more bits of containers and things spread out here and there, and relics. In addition to that, since we now have enemies, they also take up some of that space and fill out some of the new areas, and also replace some of the relics in the previous places they were in. Like previously, there was a green ore relic here, but now this guy, a mushroom, has taken its place. So yeah, another thing you'll probably notice if you've again played any of the versions really up to this point is that the starting area here has actually been changed up quite a bit. There's been a lot of updates. A lot of it's stuff I've been meaning to do since the very first release, and especially since 1.3 when I actually did change some of this. I just didn't get around to all of it yet. Yeah, there's been quite a few changes. You can see some off in the distance behind the ship there. But for now, let's talk about the enemies. That's the big deal of this update. There's some other things, but if you're interested in the full list, just check out the change log that comes with the game download in the folder. But yeah, so onto the enemies. This is a mushroom. They are one of the enemies that you'll find here in Gaia's Castle. And they toss bombs at you. And they're kind of arrogant, and they'll just taunt you over and over again whenever they get the chance. I kind of wanted to stick easier with difficulty, and let people get used to things and kind of just see based on feedback, what's too difficult, what's not enough. I have a feeling these guys are probably too easy at the moment. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to roll with these to start with and see what people thought, and then go from there. So yeah, those guys are mushrooms, and as you can see, like right here, they've replaced some previously placed relics and such. So yeah, let's get on to the second enemy type, which is the Crush Room, which I teased quite a bit on Discord and Twitter. the past couple days. Yeah, they kind of hide by burrowing themselves in the ground there, and they will pop out when you get near them. Usually try to smack you with an uprooted tree branch. These guys are a little bit more deadly in terms of their ability to hit you. They follow along quite a bit quicker than the mushrooms do. They have a better attack reach than something like the mushrooms do, which at the moment are not completely finished mechanically. I would like to actually, if you notice, they only throw at a set distance no matter how close you are. I'd like to change that to where they would actually throw, based on how far you are. Anyways, back to these guys here. They're a lot better at actually hitting the player. Although again, they're probably too easy now, at least at the moment. I kind of wanted to just see, what people are feeling for this, especially since this is the first level of this project. I didn't want to go overboard. But yeah, they're pretty neat. They can squash you. Yeah, all these guys have like death sounds, taunt sounds. Another thing that got changed is all the enemies now, when they die, which previously was just snappy, have a little better particle poof effect and an actual sound with it now. Just a neat little thing. Yeah, so I think that about wraps up the changes. I'm struggling to remember if there's anything else I wanted to say. I mainly just wanted to show this off to you guys and say, hey, check out 1.5. It's interesting. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully have more new stuff for you guys on the way soon. I'm not quite sure what the next thing's going to be in terms of content update, because I think I'm going to go and start working behind the scenes a little bit more on actual Myths Awaken content. That's not to say that this is like the end of the road for Zera Otherworlds, but I just want to... I'm kind of going like back and forth sort of a thing. So now you guys have 1.5 this, and I'm going to go, back and work on the main game for a bit. Also refine some of the mechanics. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure like what I'll do next, but it'll probably be the next bit of content that you'll see anyways, because I've been trying to hold off on actually showing everything from Myths Awaken. Like most of what you've seen for like the levels, like Drury Valley, the new Camus Falls, even Sky Citadel, like a lot of it's really outdated and was like outdated within like a week of release the videos. So I'm not entirely sure how much more of that I want to show, at least for now. I'm kind of trying to space it out, but hopefully I would expect the next major thing, the next update I probably cover here on the channel to be sometime next month. And it will hopefully be, like wherever the next level is for Zera Otherworlds, which I do have some ideas for, but I'm not gonna say what they are. But if you enjoyed the kind of concept and stuff behind this so far, it should be pretty interesting what I have to do next. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry for rambling on and on. But yeah. Have a good one, and if you want to, check out the new version. Bye.